Adios. Bawa, the presenter of the program. SANU holds its 51st NEC meeting at ADUSTECH. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, held its 51st National Executive Council NEC meeting last week at Aliko Dangote University of Science and Technology, Udil, ADUSTECH. On Wednesday, June 25, 2025, the SANU National Executive members paid a courtesy visit to the university management. The Vice Chancellor of ADUSTECH, Professor Musa Chukwuyaka, said, along with other principal officers of the university, received the team in his office. Among those present were Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Professor Adol Bichi, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Professor Nuruddin Umar Bashir, University Registrar, Dr. Mahid Ibrahim, University Barsa, Alhaji Amini Ali Chukur, the Internal Auditor, the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Sunusi, was represented by the Alhaji Awali Mudiyakase, then Malik in Kano, a renewed unionist and member of Kano State Emirate Council. Members of the SANU team informed the university management that they were encompassed for a 3-day NEC meeting. They cited the hospitality of the university community and peaceful environment as key reason for selecting ADUSTECH as venue for the meeting. Professor Yakase thanked the SANU team for the visit and choosing the university to host the meeting. He also expressed gratitude for the gift presented to him and wished the association successful deliberations. Professor Adol Bichi, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, gave the vote of thanks on behalf of the university management. The event concluded with the presentation of souvenir gift and the association's tag to the Vice Chancellor. ADUSTECH launches Climate Change Research Center with faith support. Aliko Dangote University of Science and Technology, ADUSTECH, inaugurated its Center for Climate Change and Environment Research on Thursday, June 26, 2025. The launch, supported by the partnership of Agile Governance and Climate Change Phase, took place at Taib Base Palace, Kano. The event penned launching ceremony of Center for Climate Change and Environment Research and stakeholder of engagement to assess the impact and responses of artisanal fishermen in Kano State, featured a welcome address by Professor Adol Buchi. The Deputy Vice Chancellor. Academics technical sessions included lectures on various resources, facet and assessment of the impacts and response of artisanal fishermen in Kano State to climate change. Goodwill message delivered by representatives from University Governing Council, FACE, Kano State Emirate Council, Governors Forum, Green Legacy, and other organizations. Professor Ali Bawanebe, Director of the Center for Climate Change and Environment Research, delivered the keynote address. Professor Musa Chukwuyaka, Vice Chancellor of ADUSTECH, formally inaugurated the center. Attendees included professors on relevant fields, artisanal fishermen, climate change and environmental protection experts, members of the diplomatic corps, stakeholders, project partners, and representatives from governmental and non-governmental organizations, as well as agricultural agencies.
Aliko Dangote University of Science and Technology, Udil, ADUSTECH, is utterly the center of academic excellence. The vision of ADUSTECH. The university shall be an international center of excellence. The mission of ADUSTECH. To provide highly skilled manpower through research and training to meet the challenges of a fast-changing world. The philosophy of ADUSTECH. Provision of community-based education that will facilitate the production of graduates who shall fulfill the stipulated requirements in learning and character to graduate in their various fields of specialization. The graduates shall also be groomed in such a manner that they will be able to effectively function in the community.
Bashir Wada, Director, Green Legacy, Magajin Garin Kano, and District Head of Sumaila Local Government Area of Kano State, who represented the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Sunusi II, Dr. Muazza Abdullahi, representative of the Honorable Commissioner of Environment, Dr. Dahir Hisham Awal Hamza, State Team Lead Phase, Dr. Amini Bello, former Registrar of ADUSTECH, and serving member of the University Governing Council. Ahmed Mukhtar, State Coordinator, National Agency for Green World, NAGGW, representative DG, NAGGW, Alhaji Salim Mukhtar, MPR, among others. Special announcement: ADUSTECH mourns the demise of Alhaji Amin Antata. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. On behalf of the University Governing Council, the University Senate, the University Management, staff and the students, the Vice Chancellor of Ali Onangote University of Science and Technology, Udil, ADUSTECH, Professor Musa Tukuriakase, wishes to extend his deepest condolences to the Executive Governor of Kano State and the visitor of the University, Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf, the Chancellor of the University, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, the Pro-Chancellor, Justice Audu Aboki, retired, the Antata family, and the entire good people of Kano State on the death of Alhaji Dr. Amin Antata, the Kano State-born philanthropist and elder statesman who passed away on Saturday, June 28, 2025. Professor Yakase prays that Allah grant Alhaji Amin Antata Al-Jannah Firdaus and his family finds the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss. Signed, Professor Musa Tukuriakase, Vice Chancellor of the State. Thank you for listening until we meet for a fresh edition of the program.